Hey guys, in today's video I am here, as you can see, in my daughter's room, all her books and hockey stuff there. This YouTube video is going to be about single parents. You have what it takes, you can do this. Being a single parent myself, I'm a dad with 3 daughters. They're 15, 13 and 11 years of age. And this daughter's room that I'm sitting in is Sadie's, and I'm here because I'm just getting some things ready for her. She turns 11 in 2 days' time at the time of shooting this video. And this is my little angel Sadie over here. We call her Lionheart because she is just that. She's an absolute Lionheart. They lost their mom when they were 5, 3 and 1 years of age to cancer. So I've been now with them for 9 years as a single dad. And therefore I talk to you both as a dad, but also obviously I'll bring some of the clinical stuff in here as a doctor, therapist person, with respect to what you can look at doing with regards to helping yourself being in this position. And guys, it's all about your ability to understand regulation. Your kids need about 5 minutes of your time every day, man. And I know you sometimes think that if there's a missing person in your life, you're a single parent and maybe you're divorced or you have lost a partner, then who's going to fill that gap? And I can tell you now, it just takes one secure person to raise those kids. They will have that gap filled out by teachers and coaches and other family members. But it comes down to how well you are regulating your emotions every day in respect to stress. So as stress is happening and the environment is pushing up against you, your stress levels are going to go up, cortisol levels, your brain's going to start to flood with stress hormones. Okay, guys, it's about being able to calm ourselves down by regulating ourselves through breathing or music or body movement, so that we can get more present and actually be there with our kids and look at them eye to eye. When we make eye contact with our kids and we get down to their level, we start to raise oxytocin in their brains, which is the connecting hormone, right? And that's what's so really beautiful, is you start to bond with your kids if you just give them 5 minutes of that undivided attention. And you can only do that if you are regulated and if your stress is down. Okay, so you need to do check-ins with yourself throughout the day to see how your stress is. And I just say to people, look at a gauge from 0 to 10. 10 is where you're about to jump off and just go mad and go crazy with stress levels, okay? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, all the way down to like a 2 or a 1 is where you're very regulated, right? You're in a rhythm. You have deep breaths. You're finding you're very present. You're tracking the environment with great presence, right? Your senses are online. You can smell, you can taste, you can see things, you can feel things, right? So that's when you're regulated. When you're regulated, you will become curious, and actually your creativity will come online. So you'll be able to give your kids more as well in those moments, okay? So what I do to help myself with the stress is just to check in also with my feelings and what feelings I'm busy experiencing, whether they are fear or anger based, maybe there's sadness. And I just try and unpack that as much as I can in my own thoughts. Just like I hold up my fingers and I go, am I full of anger right now? Am I full of fear right now? Is there sadness? And I just do like a scan. And if there is, I just think about it and I let it go. I just see the sadness and the fear going and leaving me, almost just like getting out of my head and passing out into the atmosphere and just vaporizing, right? I just let it go so that I can breathe again and I'm regulated, and then I can be present there again. Okay, so that's a nice way of doing things. Now, in this relationship that you have now with your children, being a single parent, one of the keys is whether you've lost a partner or you have an ex. Okay, you're an ex for a reason, because it didn't work out. So chances are good your respect maybe has gone down for that other person. And just in clinical practice, I can't tell you how important it is as the mother or the father of the child to respect your ex. I'm not saying condone their behavior and lose boundaries, okay, but it's about being able to respect the fact that they have contributed to the life of your child or children. And it's about honoring that fact, that because of them, you have these children, and that is worthy of respect and to be elevated to the place of, that's your dad, that's your mom. And I'm so sorry they're behaving like this or they've done that, and I can see it's really hurtful, but they're still your mom, they're still your dad. They are your one and only. But tell me how you're feeling, and tell me what happened when you were with them. I'm here for you now, and I love you. Let me hear where you are at. See, a child has loyalty for both parents, so when you split or there's conflict, the child gets very confused as to which way to follow with loyalty. They may feel a bit guilty loving dad because you don't like him and respect him, and there's conflict. So his heart wants to, or her little heart wants to love the dad, but can't because you don't love or respect him. So what does that little person do with that love? Maybe it gets shunned inside and repressed inside, right? So it's about being able to open up your child's heart and say, you're allowed to love daddy. Mommy just doesn't like it when daddy does this, this, and this because it's against mommy's values. And mommy and daddy are going to take care of it, so you leave it with us. We are the big ones and you are just the little one. Okay, so you must always just have fun and be safe and let mommy and daddy know when you are not feeling safe. But leave this with us, we'll sort it out. So you always relieve your child of the pressure or the stress to take ownership of what's happening in that dynamic as much as you possibly can. Okay, I know it's not easy, guys. Man, I've had some crazy times, especially when you are alone. It's tough. It gets really tough, man. And also the worst for me sometimes is when you experience things as a single parent and there's no one there to witness the stuff with you. You know, you're like a tourist on your own in a country that you're having an amazing time with, but there's no one to share those pictures with or all those moments with. So the next part of today's video is just to remind you not to be on your own and obviously do what you have to do. But just be aware of how your heart maybe has also become hardened to not allow people into your life. Because the minute you start isolating, because you're trying to like regulate that stress maybe, right? Because it's so overwhelming, you're going to get depressed or super anxious. Okay, so it's really about being able to keep your connections going. And remember to ask for some of your needs to be met. There's no shame in that, you know. So guys, good luck. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you could take something from this. I'm going to continue getting ready here for my daughter's birthday celebrations this coming Saturday. And please, if there's any other questions, just leave messages below. Or you can go online and have a look at the books that we have as well, or some of the coaching if you need that. Thank you so much. And yeah, be kind and be gentle with yourselves. You're doing a great job. Ciao.